Greenies. Greenies is the classic par 3 side bet that rewards precision over power. Simple concept. Whoever lands closest to the hole in regulation on par 3s wins the pot for that hole. Here's how it works. Everyone antes up a set amount before the round. Let's say $5 per par 3. 4 par 3s means $20 per player in the pot. Land it closest in regulation and you collect from everyone else for that hole. The key word here is regulation. Your ball has to be on the green from the tee shot. Doesn't matter if you chip it to tap-in range after missing the green, that doesn't count. This keeps the game focused on rewarding good iron play, not scrambling ability. What makes Greenies exciting is that anyone can win on any par 3. Your buddy who can't break 90 but occasionally sticks one close, he might clean up while the scratch golfer finds every bunker around the green. An added bonus I've played with my buddies is to double the greenie if you're able to convert for birdie. You stiff one in close to 5 feet on a long par 3, better convert that birdie to really stick it to the groove. Longest drive. Longest drive is the side bet that makes every big hitter think they're about to fund their next golf trip. Pick one hole per 9, usually a wide open par 4 or 5, and whoever bombs it the farthest in the fairway wins. The crucial detail. It has to be in the fairway. This isn't about who can launch it the farthest into the trees. You need distance and accuracy, which is what separates the real bombers from the guys who just swing hard and hope. This bet humbles plenty of long drivers who get greedy and try to crush it 20 yards past their normal distance, only to watch the steady player who hit his normal drive collect the cash because he was the only one who found the short grass. The beauty of longest drive is it adds strategy to holes where you might normally play conservative. Suddenly that driver you were going to leave in the bag comes out because there's money on the line. Most groups choose 2 holes per round. It's enough to make it interesting without breaking anyone's budget unless you're the guy who never finds the fairway. Longest putt. Longest putt rewards the player who drains the most ridiculous putt of the day. This isn't about who makes the most putts. It's about who has the stones or luck to lag a 60-footer and watch it disappear. The bet runs all day, and whoever makes the longest single putt collects from everyone at the end. This bet might be won with everything from a 15-foot straight uphill putt to an 80-foot bomb that the guy was just trying to get close. What makes this bet dangerous is that it encourages aggressive putts all day long. Instead of safely lagging that 50-footer to gimme range, you're going for it because there's money on the line. This can either lead to spectacular payoffs or a lot of 3 putts. The psychological element is huge. Once someone drains a 35-footer on the 4th hole, everyone else starts getting more aggressive with their long putts, trying to top it. By the back 9, guys are charging putts they'd normally never dream of attempting. Everyone throws in a set amount at the start. Winner takes all. It's one of those bets where you might go the whole round thinking you have it locked up, only to watch someone jar a 45-footer on 18 and steal your money. First putt made. First putt made is the ultimate adrenaline rush for a small side bet. On each green, whoever holds their first putt wins a set amount from everyone else. Simple, fast, and guaranteed to make every putt feel like it matters. The stakes are usually small, $1 or $2 per player per green, but it adds up over 18 holes. More importantly, it makes every single putt an event. That 15-footer for par isn't just about your score anymore, it's about collecting from your buddies. What makes this bet particularly cruel is watching someone set up with a 3-footer for the easy win, only to watch their playing partner drain a 20-footer for the cash. This game can get you so focused on winning the first putt bet that you forget about your actual score. The psychological pressure is real. Knowing there's money on every first putt makes guys get super aggressive trying to hole everything against their best judgment. Some groups modify this to first birdie putt made to keep the stakes higher and prevent it from becoming too much of a distraction on every green. Sandies. Sandies rewards the player who makes par or better after finding sand during the hole. It's the side bet that makes hitting into a bunker slightly less painful because there's potential profit in that explosion shot. The bet is simple. Every time you make par or better on a hole where you were in a bunker at any point, you collect from everyone else. What makes Sandies fun is that it rewards scrambling ability over perfect ball striking. Your buddy who sprays it all over the course but has magic hands around the greens might clean up, while the straight hitter who never sees sand doesn't collect a dime. The strategy element is real too. Once you're in a bunker, you're not just playing for par anymore, you're playing for profit. I've seen guys get more aggressive with their recovery shots because a sandy pays. Some groups play super sandies, where you collect double if you make birdie or better from sand. Nothing quite like watching someone hole out from a greenside bunker and collect $40 from the group. Barkies. Barkies is the side bet that makes hitting trees slightly less embarrassing. Hit a tree during the hole but still make par or better, and you collect from everyone else. It's golf's version of a consolation prize that actually pays. The beauty of Barkies is that it rewards recovery and scrambling after disaster strikes. Your ball ricochets off an oak tree, but you punch out, stick your approach close, and drain the par putt? That's not just good golf, that's a payday. Instead of getting frustrated and making double bogey, guys start thinking about how to salvage par because there's money waiting if they can pull it off. This bet has the potential to really add up for players who spend time in the trees but have good short games. It's one of those bets that can turn a frustrating round into a profitable one. Some groups require that you actually hit the tree, not just play from near trees, to qualify. Others play super barkies, where you collect double for making birdie after tree contact. Either way, it makes those inevitable tree encounters a little more interesting. Arnies. Named after Arnold Palmer, Arnies rewards making par without ever finding the fairway during the hole. It's the side bet that celebrates creative scrambling and punishes the myth that you need to hit fairways to score. The rules are strict. You cannot touch the fairway at any point during the hole, but you still need to make par or better. Rough off the tee, rough on your approach, but hole out for par? That's an Arnie, and it pays. What makes this bet particularly satisfying is that it rewards the kind of golf Arnold Palmer was famous for. Aggressive, creative, and sometimes wild, but ultimately successful. It's for the players who believe there's more than one way to make par. It's one of those bets where you might go several rounds without collecting, but when you do, it feels like you've beaten the golf course at its own game. Sevies. Named after Seve Ballesteros, the master of recovery shots, Sevies rewards making par or better after visiting the woods or deep rough during the hole. It's the ultimate scrambling side bet. The definition of woods or rough varies by group, but generally means anywhere that's clearly not fairway, green, or normal rough. We're talking about the stuff where you're looking for your ball with a flashlight app and considering if it's worth the penalty stroke. What makes Sevies exciting is that it rewards the kind of creative shot making that Seve was famous for. Punch out under branches, flop shot over a tree, whatever it takes to salvage par from disaster. That's a Sev. This bet makes you change how you approach trouble shot. Instead of just hacking out to the fairway and accepting bogey, guys start looking for ways to still make par because there's money waiting. The psychological element is huge. Once you're in the trees, you're not just playing damage control, you're hunting for a payday. It makes those impossible recovery shots feel worth attempting. Rabbit. Rabbit creates maximum drama with simple rules. Win a hole outright and you catch the rabbit. Hold it until someone else wins a hole outright. Whoever has the rabbit at predetermined checkpoints, usually each 9, collects from everyone else. The beauty is how quickly fortunes change. You could hold the rabbit for 8 straight holes and lose it on the 9th. All that matters is who has it when the music stops. What makes rabbit particularly cruel is watching someone sweat as they try to close out a 9 with the rabbit in their possession. Every shot becomes magnified because there's money riding on not just winning holes, but timing when you win them. Do you play ultra conservative when holding the rabbit late in a 9, only to watch someone else birdie the final hole and steal their payday? The psychological pressure of protecting a lead versus trying to steal the rabbit creates fascinating strategic decisions. Hog, sow. Hog or sow is the ultimate partnership betrayal bet. In a team match, if one partner decides to take on both opponents alone and wins the hole, the payout doubles. This creates incredible tension within partnerships. Your partner hits it in the water, you're looking at a difficult up and down, but if you can pull it off alone while your opponents make par, you collect double from everyone. The decision to go hog has to be declared before anyone putts, adding strategic timing to the mix. Do you declare early and put pressure on your opponents, or wait until you see their shots develop? This bet might destroy partnerships when someone goes hog on a hole their partner could have easily won together. The risk-reward calculation changes the entire dynamic of team play. Stakes are usually double the base bet when someone successfully goes hog. making it a high-risk, high-reward proposition that can swing matches quickly. Stymies. Stymies is a bet on whether someone can get up and down from a particularly challenging short game situation. When someone faces a tough chip, pitch, or bunker shot, other players can bet on whether they'll make it. The beauty is that it turns every difficult short game shot into a mini event. Facing a downhill chip over a bunker to a tight pin, that's not just about saving par anymore. There's side action on whether you can pull it off. It's a fun little bet to see how friends manage the shot. Will they be more aggressive and try to be the hero, or more conservative in trying to win the bet? The stakes are usually small, but they add entertainment value to every challenging short game situation. It's like having your own personal betting window following you around the course. Par 3 insurance. Par 3 insurance is the cruelest side bet in golf. Whoever has the worst score on each par 3 pays everyone else a set amount. It's like buying insurance against your own bad golf. The beauty and horror of this bet is that it punishes disaster rather than rewarding excellence. Make a routine par while someone else makes double bogey, and you collect. It's the golf equivalent of profiting from someone else's misery. What makes this particularly brutal is that par 3s are supposed to be the easy holes where everyone should make decent score. When someone finds the water or the deep bunker and makes a big number, they're not just hurting their scorecard, they're funding everyone else's round. In concept, this bet can make people ultra conservative on par 3, taking extra club and aiming for the middle of every green. The fear of paying out on every par 3 changes risk calculation completely. Fairways hit. Fairways hit is the side bet that rewards the most boring, accurate golf you can imagine. Whoever hits the most fairways in regulation across the round collects from everyone else. This bet can completely change the tee shot strategy. Suddenly that driver you were going to bomb down the middle gets replaced by a 3-wood or hybrid. Distance becomes secondary to finding the short grass. What makes this bet interesting is that it often rewards the player having the worst day with their driver. The guy who normally bombs it 280 but is spraying it everywhere might switch to irons off the tee and end up winning the accuracy bet. The psychological element is real. Once you've missed a few early fairways, you start getting more and more conservative. By the back 9, some guys are hitting 5 irons off tees just to guarantee finding fairway. It's the bet that makes course management suddenly very important and rewards the kind of golf your teaching pro always preaches. Water ball penalty. Water ball penalty is golf's version of a sin tax. Every time you find water, you owe a set amount to the group pot. It's simple, brutal, and guaranteed to make every water hazard feel more expensive. The beauty is its simplicity. Splash equals cash. Doesn't matter if it's a slight pull into the pond or a complete shank into the creek. Water is water, and water costs money. What makes this bet particularly cruel is that it compounds the disaster. Not only are you taking a penalty stroke and dropping, but you're also funding the group pot. That double bogey just became more expensive than the stroke penalty alone. This bet can make people ultra conservative around water. Suddenly that aggressive line over the corner of the pond becomes a safe layup to the fat part of the fairway. Risk-reward calculations change completely when there's extra money at stake. There you have it, the complete arsenal of golf side bets that can turn up the heat on any Saturday golf round with your friend. Mix and match these throughout your round. Start with some greenies and longest drive for the big shot. Add snake for pressure around the green. Throw in some Sandies and Barkies to reward good scrambling. If you enjoyed learning about these side bets that can turn your next round into a payday, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. I've got more golf content coming that'll help you take money from your buddies while improving your game.